Here's how I captured these creative, low-light multiple exposures on film. All of these images were taken entirely in camera and were not made using Photoshop. First off, my camera has a multiple exposure setting, which allows me to set the number of photos I want to take before it advances the film. If you like taking multiple exposures, I highly recommend that you get a film camera with this feature. If I am taking more than 2 images, I will intentionally underexpose the first few images in the frame and properly expose the final image. This way, certain elements shine brighter than others and the photograph looks interesting without being too cluttered or overwhelming. It is very important to keep an eye on the exposure for each shot, since overexposed shots will completely overpower the other images and ruin your final result. Use the crosshairs in the viewfinder to estimate the placement of different elements in the frame. Take the time to line up each element relative to the crosshairs and remember where you have placed elements in previous exposures. I also use a variety of tools to create interesting textures in one or more of the exposures. For example, I used a kaleidoscope filter to create this multiplying eyes effect for my first shot and then layered it over a regular portrait to create this result. Finally, I also like to experiment with film stocks that already have exposures on them. Psychedelic Blues is a great example. This film comes pre-exposed with geometric shapes of different colors. This can provide a really interesting element for multiple exposures as it introduces colors and form that would be difficult to produce naturally. Other examples of pre-exposed films include the BK i5 films and Revolog series.